Should startups really help you learn more, or is that a myth? The word learning has been hijacked. Let me start with something uncomfortable. Almost every fresher today says, I want to join a startup because I learn more. But when I ask, what exactly do you want to learn? Most people freeze. They don't know. They just feel startups equal learning. And that is a problem. Because learning has become a vague emotional word, not a measurable thing. Today we are going to dismantle that, not emotionally, structurally. Because some people join startups, work insanely hard, and still end up stuck. And others move slowly, quietly, and then suddenly leap ahead. The video is about why. So let us talk about why most people say that they are learning and what they actually mean by the word I am learning. When people say learning, they usually mean I'm doing many things. I'm busy all the time. I'm exposed a lot. I feel important. I feel needed. But that's not learning. That's activity. The person is very, very busy. Learning is only real if it turns into a clear skill that compounds over time, that is recognized, that travels with you, which is portable, that increases your future options. If that doesn't happen, you weren't learning, you were just surviving. And that is the uncomfortable truth. Recently, we met Rohit. He had joined a startup to learn right out of college. In 6 months, he has written a marketing copy, done customer support work, helped out with sales and get the revenue in, tested the product, built decks which has been taken by the founders to investors, and even talked to investors. He tells everyone, I'm learning so much. But 2 years later, when he applies out, recruiter asks, so what exactly did you do? He says, kind of everything. And that's not an answer. That's a career problem we are dealing with. So the person has learned a lot, but what exact skill has that person developed remains a question. Startups feel like learning because you see the whole business. You solve new problems daily. You get thrown into chaos, you get responsibility early. This feels like growth. But there's a trap. If chaos doesn't convert into clarity, it doesn't compound. It just exhausts you. You feel tired, you feel bored, you feel completely exhausted. So here is the hidden difference between exposure versus building real assets. There are two types of learning. Exposure-based learning. You see many things, you touch many tasks, you feel very busy, but nothing becomes your own. Then there is asset-based learning. You build one or two skills so deeply that they become your identity. Most startups give exposure. Very few convert it into real concrete assets. We have people in the 1 to 3 year career phase who are having a silent burnout. This is where the confusion actually peaks. People say I'm learning a lot, but I don't feel confident. Why? Because they don't know what they have actually mastered. Let us compare the startup with the MNC. And here are two examples from Career Earth. Neha joined a startup. In 2 years, she ran campaigns, talked to many users, wrote specs, managed vendors, handled the operations. As she herself told me, she was very, very busy, no time even to eat lunch and dinner. But she can't answer, what am I good at? And this creates anxiety because humans need identity. Now Arjun, he joined a large firm and he was also at Career Earth seeking some clarity from us. In 2 years, he has managed to learn one tool very deeply, which is made internally for reporting, financial reporting purposes. He understands the processes of the company, how they work, and what are the failure points and how to navigate them. But he is feeling slow, he's feeling left out, he's not being able to build depth, and without that depth, his learning is not compounding, and he's feeling that he is getting lost. People never tell you that fast learning is not always good learning. Slow learning is not always bad learning. What matters is, does it stack, or does your learning evaporate as in the form of being busy? Many people in 3 to 7 years of experience bracket have the feeling, I thought I was learning. Suddenly they realize one day that they thought they were learning, but they're actually not learning. So Kunal has worked in startup for 6 years. He's done everything, but now he's exhausted. He has no clear specialization, no clear next role, no clear market identity. He did not waste his time in the company, but he did not consolidate his learning. So nothing compounded. The depth was not there. After 6 to 7 years, he's feeling that he was learning, but suddenly realizes that he was not learning. Then we have the MNC. Shreya spent 6 years in a big company. She feels slow. She feels behind her startup friends because she sees them joining unicorns. But suddenly she switches and her salary jumps. Why? Because she has built a recognizable skill. Slow but deep. And that is very, very important. Now, why does this feel unfair? Startup learning feels heroic. MNC learning feels boring. But boring often compounds. Heroic often burns. Some of the best businesses in the world were actually very boring. Did you waste your learning years? This is a very, very painful situation. People who say, I worked so hard, why doesn't it show? Because learning without structure becomes invisible. Founders and early employees face a brutal trade-off. They are solving survival problems. They don't have time to document learning, build frameworks, create depth. They learn a lot, but they don't consolidate. This is why many early startup employees struggle later, because they have learned a lot but could not consolidate their learning into one place. At Career Earth, our insight is learning must answer 5 questions. Is it deep? Is it transferable? Is it legible? Does it compound? Does it reduce future risk? If the answer is no, you are not learning, you are just busy. Why do people romanticize startup learning? Because of survivorship bias. You see the 1% who turned chaos into leverage. You don't see the 99% who turned chaos into burnout. The emotional side of learning. Some people need fast learning. They get bored easily. They crave novelty. They feel alive in chaos. Some people need structure. They grow with mentorship. They need milestones. They need feedback loops. Neither of the structure is superior, but mismatching yourself is going to be very, very expensive for you in terms of your career and career trajectory. The real question is not, do startups help you learn more, but what kind of learning do I need right now? And that is an important question. What we have seen, and we have categorized them as 4 learning traps. Trap number 1, because I am busy, I am learning. Not true. Trap number 2, because I have so much of exposure to investors, to high-flying people, therefore I have gained mastery. Not true. Trap number 3, because I'm always stressed out, I'm growing. This is not a gym. Trap number 4, because I am not fast, I'm not better. Sorry, that doesn't hold true. What actually compounds? Learning compounds only when you can explain it, you can repeat it, you can teach it. The market recognizes it. It makes you less replaceable. At Career Earth, our truth is very simple. Startups don't guarantee learning. MNCs don't prevent it. Learning is not where you are, it's how you design your role. Startups can help you learn. MNCs can also help you learn, but neither guarantees it. Learning is not an environment, it is an architecture. And if you don't design it, you drift. That is why in colleges, the learning is in the form of an architecture about semesters and courses and faculty. Same thing is happening here as well, but you have to do the architecture work. At Career Earth, we don't ask where should you go. We ask what must you build. And that is important. If you know what you want to build, you will have to first create an architecture. And if you know what architecture you have created, you know if you're going to be successful and what kind of final product or service or building that you will create. So the architecture is very, very important. If you don't architect your learning, it will go nowhere. It will become invisible. It will be a drain on energy, time, and resources. So at work, you need to ask yourself, what is it that I am learning? What is it that will compound? What is it that I can take from this place to my next role or to my next organization? And where are the gaps in learning which I need to fill? If you have that clarity, then you will have growth. And if you have growth, you will have a career. ये हमारा आपसे वादा है. See you at Career Earth in future videos.